I want to do this very respectfully, okay? Because apparently Steven Crowder is very, very sensitive. So I want to do this respectfully. I want to do this gently. There is a funny thing that happened with Steven Crowder. Now, of course, he's a comedian. So it's funny. When he does stuff that's funny, that's very complimentary of us. And this is very funny. He was very funny today. So Steven apparently, because he was harassing somebody, which is so hard to believe, because that's basically his entire show, which is a compliment. His entire show is built around the notion of harassing or attacking folks who maybe have a little bit like are more marginalized in society, right? Because his show is geared towards like the worst of junior high school boys. And I was a junior high school boy at one time. And I think Steven is a little bit older than that. And, but yeah, you can be cruel and you're so insecure about different things that are going on with you. If you're someone like a junior high school boy or,
I feel like Crowder, his humor is kind of the thing where he hasn't evolved past the early 2000s era of like gross out boy comedies that often involved Rob Schneider or Adam Sandler. That he still thinks, The New Guy is the greatest movie he's ever seen. People should look that up.
And the thing is, though, that a lot of that is born out of like things that you're keeping inside of you that you're trying to hide from. And, maybe because you're getting pressure from your dad or something like that. It's just a general comment. But anyways, so apparently YouTube gave him a strike and he was unable to do his live show today. So he put up a video and that is complaining about, now this is the second one. Go back a little bit more. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So he put up this video. Why no live show today, you ask? I mean, oddly enough, I had not asked.
I hadn't,
yeah. Well, YouTube hit our channel with a second hard strike saying we violated their harassment guidelines, which is interesting when you consider all the harassment YouTube allows if it comes from the left. And
I see some familiar faces there.
Yeah, and that doesn't necessarily make it more interesting. I think he's just trying to say like, hey, how come they get to do it and I don't get to do it? But let's see some of this harassment that he's talking about. This is, of course, the Young Turks. Yeah, I think this is right. Started from here. This is midway through the video.
Why do we not have
protests? Must have been 12
years ago. Brutal and violent or whatever. We need this.
She lost her life trying to prevent Biden from becoming president. She died for a second Trump term, even though that would have solved exactly none of her problems.
Didn't eat for 9 straight days because the jail wouldn't provide him with organic food. Says his shamanism, his religion dictates that food with unnatural chemicals are an object intrusion into his
Pause it for
body.
1 second. Pause it for 1 second. Now, I'm not sure. I mean, maybe these guys, do they play those videos? I mean, Jimmy Kimmel and Bill Maher are on TV. Maybe they're played on YouTube. I don't know.
Well, they get clips on YouTube, right?
Yeah. Are they harassing these people that are in the news? Are they harassing them?
Well, he put ominous music from, say, the dramatic scenes in Inception behind it, so it must be the case.
I don't know if he made this video, and I'll tell you why. But just let's go. Let's just understand that we just went from Bill Maher, right? No, keep going forward right there. Keep going.
Well, there was Hassan.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
Bill Maher, go ahead. Now play it. Remember, Bill Maher to
9
Jimmy
straight
Kimmel. All right, keep playing.
Solved exactly none of her problems.
Didn't eat for 9 straight days because the jail wouldn't provide him with organic food. Says his shamanism, his religion dictates that food with unnatural chemicals are an object intrusion into his body. And if there's one thing this man won't stand for, it's an intrusion. He does not, according to...
Like, come, oh my God. He's so pathetic. I can't stand Steven Crowder for a number of reasons. Like, he's a one-trick pony. He's just like Dave Rubin. Yeah, he's disgusting. He's terrible. I hate everything he's saying.
Okay.
Oh, harassment.
That is beyond the pale.
Wow.
To say someone is like Dave Rubin is really, that is, whoa, watch out. That is really, that's inappropriate. But here's the funny part about this. So that is not the first video that Steven Crowder put up with that tweet today. Apparently there was another video that Steven Crowder had found that maybe somebody edited. I don't know if someone edited it in-house. I don't know. But he had put up the exact same tweet, which was, funny, how come the left gets to harass people, but I don't get to harass people? And then he played the video. But that's the second video. The first video was a little different. And this is via a listener of the show. Let's see. This guy right here. Yeah, let's play the video though. Here it is. Here is this guy.
Someone grabbed it. There you go.
Somebody grabbed it. And now let me just explain what he did here. He had seen that Steven had deleted this video and wanted to make sure, go down. Just go to the video. Right. He wanted to make sure that, that he didn't, because this apparently the first video was deleted and this guy didn't want to lose it on his timeline. So he took a video of his phone and here it is.
So Crowder deleted this video. This is the halfway point.
Would have solved exactly none of her problems.
Felt a little guilty about it. Well, now you need feel guilt no more. Have a party.
Didn't eat for 9 seconds.
Yeah, so Crowder deleted this video. This is the new one. And you are not...
Of her problems.
Didn't eat for 9 straight days.
Hey, Steven Crowder, when he posted up the video, realized there was a video of him getting punched in Madison because he was there being, I guess, harassing people. I don't know. And somebody punched him. Incidentally, Steven Crowder tried to bring charges against that guy and sue him. But because everybody had seen what took place beforehand, that failed. And then he must have realized, like, there's a video up there where I am noting that he's been hit. I don't know if that you could consider that harassment, that I actually watched the videotape of that, but he took it down. And that's very funny because what Steven's doing, and this is the joke, Emma, he's pretending like he's a huge coward and can't acknowledge that I exist because on multiple occasions, he's backed out of debating me, one at Politicon and one on Gavin McInnes's show. And so that's the joke. It's really funny that he's making fun of a person who is so desperately afraid to have an adult actually question his assumptions and his pontifications, but he can't show that to his audience because that's the character he's playing. That's the joke, you see. And so that's why he did that. It's really funny.
You know, that is such intricate, high-level comedy. It's almost like, you know, maybe I'm not the brightest, but I don't know if I don't think I get it.
Well, here's the thing. The funny part is that some people might harass him for this, but I won't. I'm complimenting him on being such a clown. And I mean that in terms of the way that sometimes people go to clown school.
Like a ha-ha clown.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, well, he does like to dress up and put makeup on his face. I mean, we saw what his what he did at Planet Fitness. It's probably what he learned at clown school.
He did, and he is so funny in that way. And it's like a character whose dad is his manager and follows him around all the time and really wants him to be, you know, more of a man. In some way. And so this character has to weightlift all the time And then he tries to compensate by debating college kids and, cutting around stuff with them. And that's what's so funny about it is that he is like doing this joke, like where I'm afraid of Sam Seder. I'm too cowardly. I've got cold feet, as the person from Politicon said it turned out he had. And that's what I think is so
Because
kudos to him. That's why.
Yeah, well, it's so many layers deep. I mean, to get someone who's written comedy like Sam to just talk about the complexity of the joke.
True.
I mean, really, you have the bona fides to understand, and he should be proud. He doesn't even have a background in it.
We know that if he was serious and that he did consider this harassment, we'd have an open forum for him to come and hold Sam accountable and we would even play that video again of him being punched by the union worker, and we could talk about it and really address this stuff, because open dialogue is what we're all about here.
Oh, in fact, I would even ask Anna to come on the show and, have her try and justify why she could say something so cruel and harassing as to say that he's like Dave Rubin, which
that should have been a hard strike. I mean, I think we can all admit that should have been a hard strike.
Oh God. But maybe we could bring them together. We'd have like a conversation so we could work this out, because he seems to have a question as to why the left gets away with this. And I think that would be an interesting debate to have with him.
We are firmly against cancel culture here. And, like,
oh,
Crowder,
no, I'm actually for cancel culture.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Sorry
I have no problem with cancel culture.
But I mean, because we firmly understand that Crowder is not a snowflake, and the fact that he was tweeting out these videos was not about his hurt feelings. He'd of course want to come on the show, right? Because it was a joke. It was a joke. It was many layers deep.
Very funny.